Like you like something I've never seen before because usually your hair is so like cringlets, just curls and like it's
Yeah,
awesome.
I well, I cut off a bunch of it because it was just so damaged from like the year and stuff. So I hadn't done anything to it in a long time, and I was like, I want to blow it out and see if it's like thicker. And I'm
Right.
like, holy shit, it is. So
Yeah,
very happy on my end.
it's so cool. You don't wear those glasses usually though, right? Do you?
No, I one of my I was on my last pair of contacts, and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
of course, it like broke in my eye. I was like, oh God. But
Whoa.
so I had to order some today, and hopefully they'll be here. Because my birthday's next week, and I'm like, I can't. This is like a fine look, but I'm blind. So like
Oh.
when I look to the right and the left and down,
Hmm.
it's like a blur. So it's annoying.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, I get it. Oh, well, it's a cool look. It's a cool, different look. It's a whole thing.
Hello. Stranger.
I'm like, there's somebody new. It's not Sarah. It's not SB. It's like Madame Taguette or something like that.
I'll take Madame anytime.
Oh my God, I love the link that you sent with the fact that like Mood is actually gonna do like a sew along is crazy. Fucking like I can't believe it's almost like it was in the stars for us to seriously do this dress.
I well that and like I kept getting over like the weirdness that it's called the poppy dress and like you're the person who like facilitated poppy happening and I'm just like and because of the pandemic it's kind of gone to sleep for me and now I'm like it's time to wake
Right?
up.
In like a different form.
Totally different form.
That's so cool. Yeah, it's crazy. Can you see I like set up my sewing
Yeah,
machine?
so cool.
So I got like two cameras going on right here. I'm trying to figure it out. Hopefully there's no like weird feedback.
Oh, it looks great. I just zoomed in on it, like where the big one. That's so cool.
Yeah, like so I love this sewing machine. It's like uh, electronic. It has I don't
Ah,
know 79 different modes. It's
that's
crazy.
crazy. Is that a Janome?
It's a singer.
Oh, it is a singer.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. It's
The
so beautiful.
the brilliance. The brilliance model.
Bless her.
Oh my gosh. So did you cut everything out? I haven't cut out like the skirt part yet and the waistband tie. I didn't cut those pieces because they're so giant. I
Yeah.
was like, I'm gonna keep those for last.
I cut everything. I mean, other than the tie, because I don't have fabric for the tie. I think I'll like get it going and then decide if I want to do the tie later.
Yeah. Yeah, the tie is kind of weird because there's like a section of it where you have to keep that little section out so that
Mhm.
it sandwiches into your back and your skirt seam. You know what I mean? So like where the back piece and where the skirt piece come together, you have to
Mhm.
sew it in there right along that edge. So think of like your right where the waist line seam would be. That's
Yeah.
where that. So I mean it's kind of weird. I mean, I guess you can just keep it out, you know?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I'm like, is it gonna be okay without it?
I actually think it might be kind of cool to put a belt. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and then especially depends on like what kind of fabric. I don't particularly fucking like extra bulk around my waistline. You
Yeah.
know, like especially, like the way I feel right now. I'm just like, ugh. please take it in. But ultimately, I'm just like, well, it's pretty with the waistband tie, or I think the belt would like really look cool, or even like a harness kind of
Yeah.
thing, right? Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I've been watching Sex in the City again, and I'm like feeling all of like her belts over dresses. Like, I don't know. I am a very feminine person in general, but I like to mix it up so I'm not like over feminine, you know?
You're like, I'm not wearing high heels every day.
Oh, girl, this bunion, I haven't worn a high heel in a real long time.
No, what have those New York streets done to you?
Oh my God. Yeah.
My friend the other day, he said that because he's from shit, where's he from? I think he's from the Bronx. His mom, um, when he was a little kid, he remembers putting on his mom's high heels, and like he was like, why do you have so many Dr. Scholl's in your shoes?
Oh, so she had more than one.
She had like 3 Dr. Scholl's in her shoes. Because I'm just like, that's fucking awesome. Because like, shit, my feet, I swear to God, I was like, they, all the fucking walking up and down the stairs everywhere. Like, seriously, my feet would hurt at the end of the day. So I know.
I remember first moving there and like your feet, like, because you get used to it after a while.
Mhm.
But now that I haven't lived there in like a year, I'm like, my feet are like soft, you know,
Yeah.
because they're your tires.
Seriously, yeah, yeah. And you have to get them like done up. You got to get a good pedi like every
Mhm.
weekend, honestly. If you go 2 weeks, then you're kind of cutting it real thin on the
Yeah.
like bunions and the like calluses.
Grandma Cal. Yep.
I bet Dr. Scholl's makes a killing on the from New York.
Yeah. I know. I wish I would have bought more of them while I lived there. I just really wore tennis shoes.
Right. I know. Because you could wear tennis shoes with dresses.
Uh,
Shit. Fucking loved my favorite is dresses with boots, with my docs,
mhm.
or tennies are fucking cool. Adidas and dresses seem to go well together. I don't know why.
I
No.
just got the classic Reeboks, the like 1970s ones.
Yeah.
They're super cute. I'm like, I can't wait to wear them with dresses.
Yeah.
And I always love a Nike what the heck is it called? Like Cortez.
Oh yeah. Fuck yeah.
Love the
Though, ugh, classic fucking cool. Those are classic cool shoes.
they're kind of like a ballet slipper, the way they round.
Yeah. Yeah. I gotta say, like, I feel like they were probably modeled on a ballet slipper.
Right. Totally. And then I always feel bad when I'm like, because I don't really have like running shoes. So I would use those. I'm like, I mean, they were one of the first running shoes. So it's not like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
bad.
No, no, those are hot. But yeah, so I mean like styling this dress up is gonna be fucking awesome. I'm excited. I'm excited. Like I know I'm doing it in muslin and I was actually thinking, because it's just like fabric like plain, it's
Yeah.
this, I was just like, I'm gonna fucking like either try to like a roller stamp
Ooh.
or like paint it. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go
Like
along those.
shibori kind of thing on there.
Hmm hmm
So
I don't even know. I'm just like, oh, it's just so cool. I could just paint anything.
well, and think about muslin would be nice for like the hottest days of
Yeah,
LA.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I've just been using quilter cotton kind of for everything I've been doing because it's available. Like that's what Joann's has. Like they're I don't really know the difference between apparel cotton and quilters cotton so much,
It's
but
just, I mean, for me, it's
sure.
just like more plain colors in
Mhm.
general, and that's it, you know? So I'm just like, it's not bad. Either way, it's fine.
And I have you ever heard of the brand Doan?
No,
They're based out of California. I'll show you their link. They have like very classic, like Laura Ingalls kind of dresses, but like influencer, like woo woo LA lady stuff, like Moon Juice Lady and stuff. And they they have beautiful stuff that you can totally recreate at home, but they just have this arsenal of fabrics. Like
Mm,
you must get them printed for them. And I think a lot of them come from India. Because you know how Indian cotton is like so like see-through, but like soft still.
mhm, yeah.
And they'll print like paisley and calico kind of stuff. It's beautiful. And I'm like, I want to find that.
Ooh, yeah. What is called Doan?
Yeah, Doen.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, I
They're so
got
beautiful.
that's freaking awesome. I got some fabric printed from Spoonflower and it should be coming. Yeah, Spoonflower is awesome. I mean, I want to give super praise to Spoonflower because I feel like they're really pushing through, you know what I mean, to survive through this whole
Yeah.
pandemic thing. But I also feel like like I can't pay for like $25 express shipping with them.
Oh,
You know, I feel bad because I mean I don't have the money for that. You know what I mean? It's just like, well, it's a lot of money for express shipping, but I I really wish that it didn't take like a month to get to me, you know?
Australia?
No, no, mm-mm. No, it's not overseas.
Oh,
Yeah, it's I forgot where, but I'm like, oh, Spoonflower, I love you.
I
Why do you
started
take so
uh,
long?
yeah. Well, I guess, if they're printing it or whatever. I, just started following a bunch of, like, Australian sewing influencers,
Mhm.
and they have that fabric store. Have you seen any of fabrics? They're like the mood of that area.
Australia, uh-huh.
And they have the most beautiful prints. Like, I love Liberty prints too, but they're so expensive. Like,
Mhm.
I just feel like a lot of the prints at like Joann's and stuff are like kind of like nursery, like modern nursery,
Mhm.
like florals. And I love like I think those are cool, but because of my personal style, I'm like, I want like a Victorian ladies
Yeah.
print. They're hard
Yeah.
to find.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah. Like with like a French, you're kind of like French countryside kind of print like that.
Yeah.
Mhm. I know. I would freaking love that. Yeah, like you could find that kind of stuff like on Mood, but it's like, oh God, Mood. I love you. Fuck, you have so much.
I
Fuck.
did just order, it was like as my birthday gift to myself, I ordered I'll have to send it to you. I ordered a cornflower blue double cotton, like 3.5 yards of it, because I found this dress that Carrie wore, and it was like a 1940s nurse's dress.
Oh,
But she had cut it off and it was a mini dress. And I was like, okay, I need that.
that's rad. Oh my God.
And they had it, of course, of all places. Like when you're looking for that particular shade.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What was the store in LA that's like the mood of LA? It's like
Michael Levine's?
Levine,
Well, yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's not as
It doesn't have the super designer fabrics, you know,
yeah.
like you can find like Rag and Bone or like I don't know, like Anna Sui or something like at Mood. But Michael Levine's was awesome because they actually had this fucking beautiful like layout of all these sequin fabrics, like so many show fabrics, you know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
very elaborate fabrics. But they had like a decent section of leather and I don't know, they kind of have a little bit of everything, you
They
know?
have a home interior store across the street too, right?
Yeah, yeah. And then they cut that store in half and made one half of it like kind of rag bins.
Oh,
So you could just
cool.
buy, yeah, you could just buy by the pound, I think, by the pound.
So cool.
Yeah, it's like $3 a pound or something like that. But yeah, I love the evolution of that store. I was just like, oh, I feel like when I was younger, I fucking loved to dig through fabric. I didn't care like it would smell dusty or
Mhm.
whatever. But now I can't stand it. I'm like, I get tired as fuck. You know what I mean? I just get tired. I'm over it. I just know exactly what I want. And bam, just look it up on the computer, do a couple filters, and it's done. You know?
Yeah.
Where it's like,
And you probably have a lot of things too, like
yeah, a lot of leftover. Yeah.
I found a thrift store here that has remnants, I think, from like estate sales of like when people die, and then they have their projects they never finished. And
Mhm.
I've enjoyed like picking up random like 3 yards from there. But
Careful though. Be careful. If you smell any mothball, be careful. That shit's poisonous. So just throw it out. Throw it out. Call it a day. Here. Say goodbye. It's poison. Like, mothballs are supposed to kill moths, but like that shit's what, 40 years old or 30 or who knows how
yeah,
old it could be. So yeah, at this point, you don't want to mess with it.
that's true.
And it always fucking stinks up the wash. Like I've done that before where I was like, oh, it smells funky. That's either the dry cleaning solvent from like 1970,
Oh,
toxic, or mothballs, which is
that is
toxic.
a really good point. Because I have this vest that I made out of like a peach corduroy, and I just can't seem to finish it because it smells a little weird.
Your body already knows, girl. That's why your nose works good. It's telling you, it smells kind of weird. Shouldn't be
I didn't,
touching this.
yeah, I didn't finish this project.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure you can make it like in something fucking beautiful, something else super cool that's not poisonous,
Yeah,
that you
yeah,
won't like regret wearing on a hot summer day and feel nauseous and faint.
that's true too. And at this point too, I feel like those projects, I'm learning things like the thing with the tension of and with the bobbin like coming up through. I'm learning. It's
Yeah.
gonna happen a lot.
Yes. Yeah. Did you find out actually like what that was with your machine? Did you
Um,
try it out?
I didn't ever actually finish watching the video because I switched the color for a different thing
Mhm.
anyhow.
Mhm.
I gotta sit down and I've been so charged with energy to do things right now that I'm
Yeah.
still in the point where I'm kind of half-assing a little,
Right, right, yeah.
You're just like, I just want to get it done. I just
Yeah.
want to.
Yeah. That's
That's
cool.
why I'll
These are
get
the
that.
best projects. They really are. They are.
I just finished one last night that I'm actually proud of. So the
It-
vest, I'm not gonna do.
Oh my gosh. Was it like a home thing or was it a thing you're gonna wear?
I'm gonna wear it. I should go grab it and show you real quick. It's
Yeah.
super.
I want to see.
Yeah.
Mhm. Mm.
So she is super cute. She's got pockets.
Oh my God,
She's
that's,
got an invisible zipper.
oh my God.
Rick rack side hems. And then we have, oops, a matching hot pant.
Oh my God, I love those. Oh my
It's
God.
hard, but because sizing from 70s patterns are so weird.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like the armpits are always too small.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And then I don't know, the 12 is fitting me pretty good, but I had to take the pants in so many times, which was surprising to me because I felt like this barely got over my bust, but I
Right.
don't know.
Yeah. Oh my God, that is so fucking cute. Oh, you have to do a full-on photo shoot with that one. That's fucking awesome.
I'm making a matching. That's the one that I've just been like working at since we last talked on Saturday. I cut it at night and I was like, okay. And I'm making a matching hand like a bandana.
Oh my
'Cause
God, how cute.
we do a lot of camping and stuff, and I'm like, this summer I just want all my clothes to be shit that I've made.
Ah,
It doesn't need
yes.
to be amazing, but it just needs to be like light breezy cotton.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
If I have to buy shorts, I'll buy shorts, but I can make hot pants.
Look, you just made shorts.
Shorts. It ends up being a lot cheaper, but at the rate that I'm taking like sewing, I'm like, this it just makes you appreciate like the cost of a item so much more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because you're like, oh, this Zara shirt's $40. You're like, that person was literally being paid. Well, we know all that stuff already, right? But
Yeah.
I'm like, if I charge my labor for this outfit I just made, it's gonna be like $100 something, you know? Probably more because I'm very slow.
You can sell them at anthropology level,
Yeah, there we go.
but they're cuter than anthropology.
I know.
Can't find those anywhere. Those are fucking awesome. They're so cool.
I love a set.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I,
I'm excited for you to wear those.
I started doing I'll have to show you this too. I draped and cut. It's like a tennis dress, but I think it's meant to be on like a jersey, but I'm not ready to use jersey. It's like a bottle green,
Ooh.
but I can't decide if I want to add a bishop sleeve to it.
Mm.
But there's no zipper or anything in the pattern. So I'm like, oh, maybe that's why there's no sleeves.
Oh, interesting. Well, when you put it on over your head, how is it going on if there's no, oh, so it's in Jersey, right?
I think it's supposed to be jersey like stretch, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Because if there's no zipper,
And so I might have to put a zipper in the back.
mm-hmm.
Doesn't call for.
Yeah, yeah. Because that's probably why it's like you're gonna stretch it on over your head and
Mhm.
through your whole body. So it has to be able to stretch over your shoulders,
Yeah.
you know.
Yep.
Yeah, it's freaking cute. That color is amazing. But like, yeah, you could just do you know how you put like a patchwork on something, like just a patch to cover something. Just get
Mhm.
like a really cool zipper, you know, like whatever gold or something cool, right?
Yeah.
And just put it on top you know, baste it, or, you know, however you like to like keep a zipper on something. Yeah. And then sew it. That way you have like a whole up like a top zipper. You don't even
Mm-hmm.
have to worry about making it invisible. You don't have to worry about like insetting a zipper, you know, just a cool top zipper because it's a fancy decoration. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The there's two pieces in the back. So it might have to be a back zipper, but that'd be
Mm-hmm.
elegant because
Yeah,
the front
yeah.
is just one piece.
Right, right.
Very beautiful.
Trying
Whew. All these projects, all these projects.
But yeah,
But
just gotta remember you gotta put that waistline over your shoulders, so it has to be able to like open up, you know, so you can get in it. Uh. Uh, I've done that too many times
I know.
where it's like, oh no, I made something in like this fucking awesome eyelash lame, like eyelash fucking metallic,
Ooh.
beautiful lame. All right, lame, as you know, is like just fucking tinsel barely put together. You know what I mean? That's like barely woven together tinsel,
Yeah.
basically. So of course, I was like, I don't need a zipper. Oh, dude, that thing just like just
Oh no. Melted.
it just ripped right across because like the fiber, you know, the stitching and everything was nice all together, but because I didn't put a zipper in, like once I tried to put it on, it was just like no, it didn't happen.
And like, how do you fix that? Like, how do you regather that fabric?
No, there is none.
It's a skirt now.
It would, yeah, yeah. It's just a fancy fabric in my collection, waiting to be made into like a doll. Like, I can't wear that. Yeah,
A
but
headscarf.
maybe, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. A headscarf. Like something like
Babushka.
that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, but what should we do? Like how should we do the online part? Should we go through the instructions together?
That's what I'm wondering. I'm like, how do you feel about I think that must be why they're doing a online class or something. I mean, I'm sure we're capable of like, especially you. Do you want to take that on right now, or would you rather do the class online, or do you just want to do it ourselves and then compare it to what they do?
Let me, did they even say a day when they're gonna do that?
15th, I think. Let me double check.
So weird. I don't remember her saying a day.
It's in the
Hi guys,
I
I'm
don't-
Cheryl Cruz and I'm here in Mood's studio today.
316 is in the caption, but it doesn't say when. And that is Tuesday.
316. So no, not next week, but the week after.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see. I am on the Mood website right now, and
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go to let me see if I can bring it up, kind of like a screen share thing.
Uh-huh. Oh, cool.
I'm like, I've never done this before.
So
Let's see.
professional.
Let's see. Do, 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 do. And screen.
Because I don't think they include. Oh, is that there's not like step by step. They have like, I don't think they show how to do the skirt.
They can't show how to do the skirt.
You know how they
Oh,
have those pictures there?
oh yeah. But what do you mean like to do the skirt?
They have pictures of the bodice, like do the kind, it's like step by step kind of. It's like roll, first you roll the hem
Mhm.
of the, oh, I see where you're going.
Here I am. Let's see. Yeah, they only give a few for the skirt. I mean, it doesn't, yeah, they didn't finish. They didn't do the buttons at all. They were just yeah,
Oh,
they were just kind of like,
just do
you
them.
can put buttons, you know what I mean? But there was absolutely no like like, okay, here are the buttons, but you should
Mhm.
read the packaging on how to have the buttons. Also, how much fabric are you going to need excess? You know what I mean? Like to
Right.
make your own buttons, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they didn't have that either in this tutorial.
They
Um,
didn't have a map for the cutting either, did they?
nope,
That's
they
why
didn't.
but I didn't have much waste.
Well, that's awesome. That is really awesome. And as long as you kept some extra for
Buttons.
the buttons, yeah, then you're good.
But that just makes me so confused as to how I couldn't make the belt, have fabric for the belt, because I bought 4 yards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's the thing. I'm like, they should look, it's like if you're a size 4, you're gonna or a size 22, you're gonna need more fabric,
Yeah.
obviously, right? So they didn't outline that either. You know, it was like only if somebody directly messaged or commented, then they had that information. But otherwise, no. It was kind of like you gotta know how to sew, you got to know how to make buttons, right? Um, which, not people are like, okay, guesswork. It's just guesswork. And you also have to know how to place the buttons in the front, right, of the skirt.
Yeah.
It was just a bunch of like, well, when you look at the pattern on the skirt, there is no button placement.
I didn't even notice that. You're right.
On the pattern. There's no button placement aligning thing. You know what I mean? So I just thought that was kind of, I'm like, that's rude. But hey, I guess they,
Free pattern?
yeah, it's free pattern. So, you know, maybe it'll have everything, maybe it won't, all the details that a normal like commercial pattern would have.
It's been available since last spring too.
Yeah, I saw a lot of comments where people really want to make this dress, but it should be like hey, a warning, this will take 66 pages. So you better have ink, first of all. You better have printer ink and you better have time.
That took a lot of time.
It did.
Long time.
Yeah, and the fucking taping it together. I was like, oh God, okay, all right, we just gotta do it because we set ourselves up for this. Like, let's
Yeah.
fucking do this. This is the perfect time.
I saw in the comment section a lady commented in the Instagram, it's like, I've had this pattern cut out for a year.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
They're like, the time is now.
Yeah, for sure. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. So let's see. Can you still see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, so should we start with the neckline?
I did that. I don't know if I did it right, but I did it. That's what I got. I don't know how to do a rolled hem, so I just rolled it myself.
Yeah, but basically a rolled hem is just like I don't know, 1/8 in and then 1/8, or a quarter in and a quarter in. Yeah,
Yeah,
a rolled hem. It's fine.
cool. I
Yeah,
like it.
that was another thing, you know, if people don't know how to do a technique, yeah, then that's also another thing where I don't remember seeing anything that said instructions like this is how to do a rolled hem. This is how to do like
Yeah.
additional tip videos, right? On how to do certain things.
Because the next step after we do the rolled hem is doing the French seam on this part, right? But every video you look on YouTube doing a French seam is of two pieces of fabric together. You know, like
Yeah. Yeah, because
how do
the
you do
French,
one piece?
no, so the French seam isn't on one piece, it's on two pieces. See, attach your front and back bodice pieces together at the shoulder and the sides. So you're gonna do this, the shoulder seam is the French seam, and the side seam is the French seam.
It does it say when you go up when you're doing the neckline? Does it say French seam too?
No, that's just a rolled hem.
Oh, no, the text underneath that.
Oh,
picture.
under that. Okay, so it says next. Okay, fold the center front edge of your dress bodice a half inch toward the wrong side and press.
Yeah.
Fold it under again, following the guide on your pattern to create the front placket and stitch it into place. So is that where you got caught?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna just do first the first part. First, the rolled hem. I can get started. All right. Look up my bag. Oh, okay. So another thing they didn't mention was that you have to do the notches. You can see, like on the pattern, right? How they have notches. You have to make sure you snip in the notches.
Got it.
Because the notches, like you've done this with your other commercial patterns, right? Where the notches are where you can tell that you're sewing it the correct way. Right? Yeah. So notches are very important. I think that's one thing that should be like, hey, careful, you need to snip in your notches. Yeah.
I love on the old ones how they do the triangles.
Oh yeah, it's so crazy. My mom, so I found some of her old patterns and some unfinished projects of hers. And she used to meticulously
snip around
create these like diamond shapes. You know what I mean? Like, you know how they look like triangles or pyramids, right?
Yeah.
On the pattern, on especially like the old school patterns, she used to like cut those little pyramid pieces. And I was like, I'm like, I took sewing in high school, so we just snipped it. Like that's where we snipped, you know. I don't have time to do that.
Honestly, this is probably the first time I've actually paid attention to the notches.
They matter. The notches matter, especially when you're doing the sleeves.
That explains why my sleeve experience has been pretty shitty.
It's been a little crazy, you know. You said.
Let's see here. Okay.
machine, she is threaded, but she unthreaded herself. Just to like, play funsies with me.
Make life easier.
Sometimes my automatic threader doesn't automatically thread.
I can't figure out how to use mine, so I've just gotten used to not.
It's weird. I can do it if my hands are warm, but I can't do it if my hands are cold. Yeah, it's really weird. And right now it was raining cats and dogs earlier.
Is it?
Yeah, and it's like snowing up in Big Bear. I gotta grab my scissors. So yeah, my hands are freaking cold.
Yeah, it's gonna make tea.
This is one of those times where it's like, if somebody's watching this on YouTube, they're like, oh, good show. I know I would be like that. I'd be like, oh, what a great waste of my time. Whatever. Sewing is not for the fast person, okay?
No,
Shit
it's a whole day.
This shit takes time, all right? You better be happy your grandma made you some clothes.
I know. Have you made Tiger any clothes?
Yes, actually, I got some awesome tie-dye fabric. For this weekend, I'm gonna make him a jumper. So, yeah.
Cute.
Yeah, I've been waiting to make him a jumper for a while. So, you're right, little kid.
Next Halloween. All of his Halloween costumes.
Yeah. We didn't celebrate Halloween as a baby, as a baby. This past year, obviously, because like the pandemic and everything, the pandemic has been horrible, right? So yeah, next year though, I am for sure. I mean, you have a kid to make them costumes, right?
Absolutely.
Oh no.
Dress them up.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
I ended up doing my zippers without a zipper foot.
Oh, yeah.
I'm having a hard time finding the stuff for my
Machine?
Yeah. I
What?
don't know why. It's been around for like about 4 years or so. I don't know. I think Singer's just having a hard time with the pandemic like everybody else.
Yeah, because I think everybody's bought a sewing machine right as the pandemic hit. Because everyone was like, oh, I gotta make masks for like my whole entire family and my church and everything. So, I remember looking for a sewing machine and it was ridiculously hard. So unless you wanted to pay like $700 for a machine.
No, thank you.
Gold hem on my knicker. Oh, I just realized I'm using blue thread and black thread. How fun.
Oh, no.
That's cool. It looked close enough. God. My neckline is just like the shits. This is great. This is great.
I mean, that'd be cool if you painted on it with like blue and black.
Yeah, exactly. Good. There you go.
I love the contrasting thread, honestly.
That's kind of cool, right? All right. So there's that. And now I'm going to grab my front pieces so we can do this part together.
Jackie. Yeah, I need to watch closely here because I'm very confused.
Okay, so on the front piece, we have one notch up on the shoulder. We have one notch
Oh, we
in the armpit,
Yep.
and we have one notch at the waistline also. Like this is kind of how I did my. I can see them. Where are you? Can you see how I kind of marked mine?
Hold on, let me see here because I got you zoomed in on the machine. Gallery? Oh, yes.
You see it? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So I had to figure out their whole Morse code, like pattern line system, right?
Yeah.
And then when I found which notch belonged to my size, then I was able to figure out like where it goes. Yeah. So that's the waistline. The waistline notch.
I forgot to do those ones because I.
Yeah, no, they didn't see, this is the thing. They didn't put that anywhere in the instructions.
Yeah.
Oh, and then don't forget there's also this right very close to the center. There's also that notch right there. So yeah, right where the 42 is.
Yeah, I just did that one. Okay.
Yeah.
I wish,
What was it?
I wish I could figure out a way how to like save the pieces of the larger sizes to like paste that together again. Because I was like, oh, I'd like to make this for someone else, like a friend or a sister, and they're not my size. But I'm like, I never want to print this out again.
Maybe that's no. Well, did you keep the pieces that you cut out?
I thought about it after, but I'm like, okay, next time I do something like this, I'm keeping the pieces.
Right. Yeah. Because the only way really you can do that is if you trace the pattern onto like tracing paper or wax paper. You know what I mean? Like where you don't use the actual pattern, like don't cut out the actual pattern. Keep everything entirely whole, and yeah, but that's a big space to keep pieces. Like if you hang your patterns or if you put your patterns under your bed, that's pretty much the only place to store them that I could think of.
And with cats, like they see paper hanging.
Okay, so I'm back on my screen and I'm going to scroll down. This is next, fold the center front edge of your dress bodice. So center front. Center front. And a half inch toward the wrong side and press. Now, I'm using muslin, so I can press with my fingernail. You're using wet cotton also, quilter's cotton, so you can also press with your fingernail.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and just do that.
Let me grab my pins. Oh, there. A half inch. Isn't it kind of going on a. It isn't going on a diagonal.
Huh?
It's not going on a diagonal, is it?
No, no, just going up and down all the way down your front center seam, or front center. There you go, front center.
What is it? There we go. I'm like, what is a 1/2 inch?
Are you able to see it on the sewing machine screen?
Yeah. Beautiful. You're so fast.
Oh, I just do it with my fingernail. That's why. It's like, eh. Oh, plus I don't really like use. I mean, I do use my I was gonna say measuring stick, my ruler, my paddle, my ruler. But I think a 1/2 inch I pretty much am already used to because I do it so much.
Yeah, totally.
Also, it's it says a 1/2 inch toward the wrong side, so which means toward the inside. But I think you might have known that already, right? A 1/2 inch toward the inside of the fabric, not your pretty outside fabric. It's toward the inside.
Right. So
Okay,
this.
cool.
Well, I started doing it the other way, but I could do the other one on the other way.
I know. Yeah, I was gonna say because I'm using muslin, so I have to pay attention to my left side and my right side. You know what I mean? Like I have to be careful for that.
Yeah. See, I thought that maybe one side was a little fuzzier than the other here, but they're kind of the same to me.
Yeah, it's all the fuzzier side is probably the wrong side. That's the inside of the fabric, unless you are the kind of designer, the kind of person that wants that on the outside. So there are no mistakes in art, right? There are no mistakes.
Yeah, that's where I'm kind of like, I think I just don't care.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, you do want to make sure that, and that's kind of telling you, hey, stop and check what you're doing, because you might be folding it toward the incorrect side.
Right. That's why prints are easy.
Yeah.
But after doing that gingham and matching up squares, I did not want to do a print again.
I know, matching plaid and checkers is just, yeah, I don't want to do it anymore. Tie-dye is the best.
Oh, yeah. No mistakes.
Mm-mm.
You can use any thread you want. You could switch it up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not winding that bobbin. We're just going to use white again. Okay, she's good. Okay.
Okay, so now you've got your 2 pieces, your left and your right, and now you're going to fold it under again, where that notch on the front area of the waistline. So I'm going to show you. Let's see if it shows up. So this is the notch, right?
Yeah.
This is the notch that we created.
Okay.
According to the pattern, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it says, so fold it under again to where that notch is.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's like,
so folding the same way we folded.
Is that what happened?
Folding toward the inside again, right?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Now I'm going to move those pins there. Okay. Maybe I did a little too. It's like, how bougie. Did you want to be?
I'm sorry.
That was
Is
me.
that me? Oh, my God, I'm sorry.
I think that was me.
Yeah, that's not my ringtone.
Yeah, whatever that one is they gave me is incredibly annoying.
Yeah, and it goes right up to that notch on the shoulder area.
Yes. Cool.
Yeah, yes.
How much more sense with you than instruction?
I can just hear Enrique's voice. Yes. I'm just gonna press it with my fingernails again. Longo, my Longo quarantine fingernails. Your fingernails are awesome though. I saw your mani. I saw that manicure. I thought
She's beat up now.
oh, that's okay.
Loving. But it took some time. 10 different colors, you know. There we go. Okay.
They kind of remind me of like Easter eggs. Super
Yeah.
Hey, should I put this video on YouTube?
I mean, why not?
Okay.
I'm like, you haven't said anything embarrassing or.
Nah. And if people can't stand cussing, well, I'll just put one of those warnings that says there's cussing.
Yeah.
Foul language. AKA women's sewing language.
Yes. I know, I curse so many times. And like Shane will walk by.
It gives you that Shane eye.
Okay, I will talk to you.
Have you made anything for Shane yet?
No, I've decided that because I'm still so new to this stuff that I'm like, March is going to be my summer wardrobe. And then I think April I'll like make things for like him and my mom.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
And then I'll probably start fall somewhere in midsummer.
Awesome.
I don't even
All
know
right.
Okay.
Mine are ready. Are yours ready?
They're ready. Let me transport over to my sewing station. There. Sit. Okie dokie. I am ready.
All right.
The light is bad, but say loppy.
All right. So there is no right or wrong, whatever. I am just going to do. I just started at my machine and I'm using this edge as my guide for the sewing. So the edge of the foot, this edge of the presser foot.
Oh, okay. Sorry, because I'm having a hard time seeing. Is that the edge facing closer to your right arm or further from your right arm?
A little bit closer, a little bit lower. Give me 1 second to see if we can get any closer. I love tripods. Okay, are you able to see the foot?
I see the foot. Yep.
Oh, awesome.
Oh,
So,
the outside one. Okay. Yeah.
Outer edge. And I'm lining it up with this edge of the fabric. Yeah. Can you see it?
Cool.
Okay.
Got it. Yep.
So I'm just using that as the guide. Let's go. Back stitch. Keep it all together. You know, we still want to, we're good with, you know, little mistakes, but we still want to keep that sewing technique down because you don't want your seams to come undone. Does your machine have the little cutter on the end of it on the side, like right here?
What does that do?
It's a cutter. It cuts the threads.
Oh, I think it's a latch. It's not like a razor or anything.
Oh, okay. Oh, interesting.
I have a
Yes.
latch. Oh, but that's cool.
Yeah, some of them have it. Some of them also have it like right next to the or like attached to the foot like area. There's a like it's a thread cutter, but yeah, not all machines.
Cool.
Yeah, I remember when I found that out, I was like, what? That's like such a game changer.
Random thing.
I'm gonna do the other side also.
Okie dokie.
I think some people, if like on YouTube, they're gonna be mad. How come you don't pin your stuff? Just because I've been doing it for so long, and I don't want to, but also, absolutely, you can pin your stuff. Pin it.
I'm doing it because I'm a newbie.
Yeah,
but I don't even hold the pin half the time, so whatever. Okay, wait a second. I get confused when I do the other side.
Okay, so what is it?
Okay, so now I'm doing the other side.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna use, and I'm sewing that way. Okay, I know what I'm
You get it.
It's a lot of talking to yourself, you know?
Oh, yes. This is when podcasts are great.
Oh, dang.
Are you okay?
Oh, yeah, it's just the thread. That happens a lot to me. I gotta figure out why.
Oh, so when you finish sewing, does your needle come all the way up out automatically?
Maybe not.
Okay. So what might be happening is your you cut your thread after you're sewing, and then it undoes itself, or it what do you call it? It rethreads, or it comes undone. Your threading. So just take a look at your threading to see if your machine is threaded correctly, like right now, to see if there's any weirdness, or if it's totally fine threaded, then it's probably your tension.
Okay. My tension's at 5.
Okay, so that's middle, right? On your machine, that's middle.
Max is 9.
Yeah.
7.
So that's middle. 5, 4, yeah. And let's see. And your thread is your machine is completely threaded the correct way.
Yep. Yeah.
And it's still giving you that weird bunchy thing.
Oh, the bunchy thing's not happening.
Oh, I thought you said the bunchy thing was happening. That's why I was like,
No, basically when I cut a piece, this is probably something I don't know and that you're just supposed to do. I have to like rethread because it pulls out of the needle.
oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's because the thread was cut too close
Okay.
after the finish of whatever you were sewing.
Oh.
So give yourself some good like thread. Give like after you're done sewing, pull out that piece at like 5 inches, and then yeah, so you have some thread, so it'll keep on going. Yeah, so yeah.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Okay,
Okay.
so yeah, next time.
How deep did you cut your notches? Is this too deep, or this is going to be covered by the seam allowance anyhow?
Yeah, I only go, my little snips are only like less than a ½ inch, maybe only like 2/8, 3/8, maybe, you know, just a tiny little, like half a fingernail, you know what I mean? Like whatever, really, really small. Yeah. Yeah. But you're right. They're going to be covered by the seam allowance in the waistline anyway. So,
Yeah.
or whatever. Yeah. So I don't worry about it.
No trouble. This is why sewing takes me so long. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm trying to figure out the angles. Angles. So if somebody else is watching this.
There we go. Just me struggling to get my thread back in there again.
You're good. I'm gonna snip my threads so I don't have little tails all over the place.
Let's pray.
Oh, I'm gonna have to get off our little sewing time now. In a little bit, because I have to go pick up my baby.
Okay.
Gotta go pick up my little tiger.
Aww.
But before that, I have to clean up all this.
Yeah. All right, cool. I will do this.
Okay, so let me would you want to pick up again at the French seam part on the shoulders and the sides next time? Maybe tomorrow?
Sure. Yeah, perfect.
Okay, cool.
Yay. So this is what yours looks like. Wait, didn't?
Yes.
Cool.
How pretty.
Is
Yeah.
this going to be covered, or is this the actual what it's going to look like?
So this is the inside of the fabric.
Oh.
So I said toward the wrong side. Yeah, the wrong means the inside. Yeah. So this is the inside of the fabric. So you're not going to even see this on the outside. I mean, look, honestly, now that I think about it, unless you have a printed fabric, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Because this is supposed to be the outside?
Your outside is totally smooth. Your outside is this, totally smoothness.
Why isn't mine? Oh, this is totally smooth.
Yeah.
We still have that. Okay. Yeah. I was like confused. God. I understand now. Oh shoot. I'm working tomorrow until 5 my time, but if we do it this time tomorrow, it would be 5:30, then I'm good to go.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Yeah. Just text me and let me know if you're all good.
All right, thank you.
Thank
Have a
you.
good evening.
Oh my gosh, you too. I'm so glad we did this together. I'm so glad we're doing this together. It's fun. I'm gonna add it to YouTube's.
And
So
it's nice piece by piece. It's not crazy, you know. Okay. Have a good night.
thank you, you
Bye.
too. Bye.